This is a guest loo at a paint store that is frequented by staff and customers, but the floor really doesn't look too great. It's coming off in places and it's very patchy. So first of all, Hamilton's multi-tool, what a great tool. And I'm using this first up to remove the unsound paint that is flaking. And I'm getting off as much as I can. I'm just checking the surface. It doesn't feel too powdery. I'm flattening the edges because I've got off what I can get off, but what doesn't want to come off, just flatten the edges. Now it depends on the type of paint you're going to use afterwards. Some would require a primer to primer the areas that you expose back to bare, others not, so just read the instructions. But the most important thing here, and I really hammer home on this one, is the floor needs a very good sand if it has been painted before. If it's a raw floor, you can acid wash it just to etch the floor so that the paint is going to key. Once you've sanded a painted floor, it's most important to give it a good clean. And I'm cleaning here with sugar soap, which is a very versatile cleaner. Once again, the multi-tool, ideal for opening cans. And like I said, this floor requires a primer. Where I have raw areas, I'm using Hamilton's fiberglass brush just to prime any raw spots where I have exposed, and there are quite a few. So I'm just priming it with the floor primer. I then start painting where the roller's not going to get in. So here I'm painting with the Hamilton fiberglass brush, the skirting. This is a concrete skirting, and now I'm using Hamilton's mohair roller. Now Hamilton's professional mohair roller is ideal for solvent and water-based enamel paints on smooth surfaces, as well as floor paints. If you've got a very smooth floor like I do, the enamel roller, the mohair roller, is ideal. So I'm rolling just a thin coat. Please, 2 coats of floor paint is always necessary, and your first coat must be very thin. So my 2 coats have been completed. Now I just want to give this floor a little bit of a, how can I say, creative, decorative feel. And I've decided to stencil a few mandala stencils onto the floor. I'm using a chalk paint in white. I'm just sticking down the stencil. Now I'm using the Hamilton's foam roller and the 50mm. It's ideal to do big stencils in one solid color. So I just load the roller, I take off the excess on some cardboard, and then I roll in a dabbing motion. So roll, dab, roll, dab. You don't want to roll it flat because then it's going to get under the stencil and you're going to have smudging. So just a thin roller coat. Let it dry for at least half an hour. Let's pull it away and let's see what this floor looks like. And there we go. Something a little eye-catching. So with Hamilton's mohair rollers, stencils, and just following the rules and regulations of preparation application, you should have the perfect finish.